Coming up on Jersey Sports Zone, the first Saturday in the fall means rivalries on the Jersey Shore. Ashante Worthy cranked up his highlight reel once again. Highlights of Freehold Boro going for the Duke Trophy against Freehold Township.
This is Alex Lorenzo in West Orange. Don Bosco Prep coming off a loss to Burns, South Carolina last weekend, and they would have their hands full again with Seton Hall Prep on the road. Highlights of the Pirates and Ironmen coming up on Jersey Sports Zone.
Reporting from Stubhine Field, the home of the Plainfield Cardinals, I'm Courtney DuPont, where Immaculata just put on an immaculate defensive performance. Check out highlights coming up on Jersey Sports Zone.
This is Neri Rodriguez in Keyport, where Point Beach's run game opens up against the Red Raiders in a dominant performance.
I'm Mike Frankel in Hammonton, where it's opening day for the St. Joseph Wildcats. St. Joe squaring off against Mainland to begin the 2017 season. We'll have the highlights coming up.
A picture-perfect Saturday for high school football to wrap up week one in the state of New Jersey. I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for logging on to JerseySportsZone.com. In case you missed it on Friday night, we brought you 12 games from all around the state on our Saturday week one highlight show. It's 10 more games on the menu. We are so excited to bring you this great action from every part of the Garden State. Let's get started with a big matchup featuring Don Bosco Prep and Seton Hall Prep. What an atmosphere in West Orange. Seton Hall Prep hosting Don Bosco Prep. First-year head coach Mike Teal and the Ironmen coming off a loss last week to Burns out of South Carolina. Another tough test on the road. First quarter, Seton Hall Prep driving, and get familiar with this guy, Marcellus Earlington. Oh, man, that is how to end a drive. Ferocious sack. So now Don Bosco with their first offensive possession. The sophomore quarterback, Jaquil, bats to Tommy Courtney. Courtney gets out of bounds. That's good for 16 yards. Same drive. Bats, great play action here. He finds Gabriel Masonette for the touchdown. The Ironmen are on the board. 7-0 on the 9-yard touchdown. Just 47 seconds later, Seton Hall Prep has an answer. Cameron Carty to Andrew Perez. He gathers, and Perez is gone. He shakes that defender. 83 yards for Andrew Perez. We're tied up at 7 late in the first quarter. Let's move to the second quarter now. The Pirates get the ball back. It's Carty going right back to Perez. Play the hot hand. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. But this Don Bosco Prep defense answers a huge challenge. 4th and goal from the 1. Nothing doing. That is Ironmen football right there. More great defense by Don Bosco. Joseph Destro. Ooh, that's saucy. Man, that is a big hit. At the half, we're tied up at 7 apiece. Second half action. Seton Hall Prep has Carty to Dominic Busby. That's good for 14. Carty had 281 yards passing, and it would lead to this. Zach Hoban from 20 yards out, good to go. Seton Hall Prep with a 10-7 lead, 4:22 to go in the third quarter. On the ensuing kickoff, Don Bosco needed a spark, and they got it from Jalen Berger. This is a big return past midfield. The Ironmen are in business, and Berger was just getting started. Jalen is relentless. He drags this tackler into the end zone. Great extension. He wouldn't be denied. An 11-yard touchdown as time expires at the end of 3, 14-10 Don Bosco. And Mr. Earlington was absolutely disruptive. He drags down Carty for his second sack of the game. And Jalen Berger was a man on a mission. Look at that little hesitation right there. That is a big-time move. Berger, 51 yards. Don Bosco with a little bit of breathing room. It's 21-10 in the fourth. Marcellus Earlington, I don't know which college football program is going to get him, but they're going to be really happy. third sack of the game. Don Bosco didn't have their other top-ranked recruit, Tyler Friday. He was out with injury. Earlington filled the void and then some. And congratulations to Mike Teal on his first career victory as the head coach at Don Bosco Prep. 21-13 is your final. What a football game. Seton Hall Prep had Don Bosco on the ropes, but in the end, that second half surge, Berger on offense, Earlington on defense, they were off the charts. And after the game, our Alex Lorenzo got post-game reaction from the victorious Don Bosco Ironmen.
Thanks a lot, Rich. What a test for first-year head coach Mike Teal and this Don Bosco team. They go down to South Carolina last weekend and lose to Burns. They come right back and get it done at Seton Hall Prep. And after the game, I caught up with a few of the Ironmen talking about the special road win.
We came out fast the first drive, and the second drive we were coming out slow. We weren't playing to our potential. But second half, we got together and we came out and played. We're a great team. You know, we didn't have our starting tackle, Tyler Friday, but we eventually came together and we still got the win.
Yeah, that's Don Bosco football. You know, we're known for our defense, so we have to keep up the reputation. We had to play hard, play like we do in practice, and that's what we did. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to fight our butts off. We're going to keep working. We're going to think we're going to beat our man, and that's what we did. It's been great playing for Coach Till. You know, we definitely wanted to win this for him. There's a lot of emotion coming into this year, so we definitely wanted to get the win. That's what we did for him today.
Coming up on Friday night, Don Bosco Prep will host St. Francis of Maryland at home as the Ironmen look to improve to 2-1 on the season. With Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Alex Lorenzo.
Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Freehold Boro is being brought to you by Hit Training. Saturday Shore Conference football, all about rivalries. They play for the Duke Trophy. Freehold Boro and Freehold Township. Nice piece of hardware there. And the scoring gets started early in the first quarter. Township has the snap go out of the end zone. Safety for Freehold Boro. 2-0 Colonials just 3 minutes into the game. And get ready to see one of the most electrifying players in New Jersey, Ashanti Worthy. Look at these moves. He's like a video game out there. Worthy nearly takes it all the way. But thanks to offsetting penalties, this drive would stall. But don't worry, Ashanti Worthy was just getting started. Township gets the ball back, but they could not stay far away from this duo. John Everett and Kenny Tomkovich with a little sack lunch. Freehold Boro gets the ball back near midfield, and they put a nice drive together. Worthy from 4 yards out, 9-0 Freehold Boro, just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. We move into second quarter action. Worthy made the move from running back to quarterback last year, and he's just given a different dynamic. But here, he takes a hard hit. He would come off the field for the remainder of the drive. So now it's Javonte Hare stepping in for Worthy. He uses his speed around the edge. Javonte Hare takes it to the house. 18-0 Freehold Boro early in the second quarter. Township on the move, looking to respond. Nick Reardon to Pat Larisai. That's a gain of 40 yards. Great catch by Larisai right there. And Reardon wasn't done. Standing tall in the pocket to James Romeo. Touchdown, 13 yards. We've got an 18-7 ball game. The good news for Freehold Boro fans, Ashanti Worthy was back, and he's feeling just fine. He can sling it. Great pass there to the junior Quincy Davis, 41 yards. Davis is hyped up. It's 25-7, Freehold Boro in front. Freehold Township just trying to stay in the football game late in the first half. It's Reardon to Larisai. How does he get that foot in? What a grab by Pat Larisai. Take another look. Yeah, he gets that foot in. Amazing catch. At the half, Freehold Township now down 25-14. But in the second half, the Patriots could not slow down Ashanti Worthy. He is able to throw the ball over the middle here. Touchdown to Quincy Davis. Second score of the game for Davis. 14 yards out. Freehold Boro is rolling. It's now 39-14. Give credit to Freehold Township. They didn't go away. Reardon to Romeo. That's a 21-yard touchdown. But too much Freehold Boro in this one. Reardon goes across the middle. He's picked off by Matt Krause. Matt Krause is a good playmaker for this Freehold Boro team. 2 interceptions along with a TD reception. Worthy would lead Boro down the field on the ensuing drive, and it's capped off by Javante Hare. Again on the jet sweep, he finds the zone from 6 yards out. And the Duke Trophy is heading back to Freehold Boro High School. And the Colonial fans have every reason to be fired up. Head coach Dave Ellis hands the Duke Trophy to his team. And after losing a heartbreaker last year, 16-12, 46-20 is your final. Ashante Worthy did this on a regular basis last year. Eye-popping numbers. How about this for dual threat? 227 yards rushing, 234 yards passing. He carried the ball 36 times. Everyone in the state knows that Ashante Worthy is going to have his hands on the ball for almost the entire game. And the challenge now for everyone on Freehold Boro's schedule, try and stop him. After the game, RJ Cook spoke with Dave Ellis and Ashante Worthy about the transformation of Worthy from a pure running back to a dangerous quarterback who can do it all.
Ashante did a great job preparing himself. We went to 3 7-on-7 tournaments, which he didn't run the ball one time. So he did a nice job working on his mechanics, understanding his reads, his footwork, and he just wants everybody to know that he's a complete quarterback. He's not a wildcat guy. He's able to hurt you with his arm just as much as his legs.
I mean, it means a lot because last year we lost to them by 2 points, I think, and they took the Duke. And all season we've been just saying that we want the Duke back, but we didn't prepare for Township. Coach always say we don't prepare for the team that week. We're preparing for a championship.
To the Shore Conference we go, one of the great rivalries in New Jersey, Brick Memorial and Brick Township. They always meet on the first Saturday of the season. The Green Dragons have won the last 4 matchups in this opener. And Brick Township, once again, has great line play, and they have good offensive weapons, including Jimmy Leblow finding Brandon Bosco. That is a 23-yard gain. And we watch Brick Township put together a solid drive. Leblow's able to take off and run with it. This is a 16-yard gain. And then more Green Dragons on the attack. Leblow is able to avoid the rush right there. He finds Bosco on 3rd and 12. That's a 13-yard gain. First down, first play of the second quarter. Brandon Bosco from 4 yards out. The Green Dragons are on the board. It's 7-0 Brick Township in front. So we saw the intermediate passing game of Jimmy Leblow. Now we're going to see him air it out as Leblow fires downfield. That's a great grab by Chris Hurtis, and he is on the move. 46-yard gain for Hurtis, and it would lead to this. Joey Carcio. Good move right there. Carcio's in the zone. Touchdown, Green Dragons. 13 yards at the half. 13-0 Brick Township in front. Second half, Brick Memorial trying to get something going. Tony Thorpe carried it 3 times for 37 yards on this drive. That 17-yard drive sets up this touchdown by Brick Memorial. Look at the push by the O-line. Wow! The Mustangs are on the board. That's Netterman with the touchdown, but give credit to that line. Wow, that was some play. 13-7 late in the third. But Brick Township has an answer right back. Leblow to Anthony Prado. Prado for 53 yards, and they weren't done there. The Leblow to Prado connection happens again. Wow, Leblow does a good job there of avoiding the rush, and then he fires downfield. Prado's got it, and Prado from 30 yards makes it 20-7 Green Dragons. One thing about Coach Len Zdanowicz's team, they always play strong in the fourth quarter. They wear down their opponents. So here with the game in hand, it's Joey Carcio time. That was a 24-yard gain. And then Carcio, 17 more yards. And you can see the momentum that Brick Township has. And Leblow is elusive. That is a big-time run right there, all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the final score of the game, Joey Carcio from a yard out. And Brick Township continues to own the bragging rights in the town borders. 27-7 is your final. Jim Leblow threw for 153 yards and that touchdown pass to Prado. Joey Carcio with 2 touchdown runs. A good start for Brick Township in 2017. And after the game, our Ryan Olsen caught up with the trigger man, Jimmy Leblow, who guided Brick Township to an opening win.
First week, Brick versus Brick, crosstown rival. It's the best week of the whole season. Best week of the whole season. We prepared since freaking January for this, and it paid off.
It seemed like every single time that the momentum started to swing a little bit the other way, you guys came up with a big play offensively, or they would have a big conversion, then you guys would stop them right away on defense. Tell me about how your cohesion as a unit, both defensively, offensively.
Our coach has been telling us all week, a big play is going to happen. Someone is going to make a mistake. Not everyone's perfect. He said, it's not what happens then, it's what happens when you bounce back. It's how you bounce back. We bounce back and we stop them.
Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Colts Neck is being brought to you by Hit Training. Let's stay in the Shore Conference. We go to Colts Neck, where the Howell Rebels paid a visit to the Cougars. Howell's a team to watch in 2017, and Eddie Morales, he is going to be one of the top quarterbacks in New Jersey. Look at him weave his way out of the pocket, picks up the first down at the 10-yard line. And running back Mick Chambers caps off the 49-yard drive from 2 yards out. Howell's on the board, 6-0. Rebels with 6.5 to go in the first. On Colts Neck's next possession, the Rebels defense shows up to the party. Wendell Wright and Scott Prendergast team up for the quarterback sack on 3rd down. Howell gets the ball back, and get ready for this combination. Morales to Nassim Brantley from 9 yards out. He is a matchup problem. 13-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first. Colts Neck starts to get back into the game. Running back Joey Moriello moves the chains on 3rd down. Good job by Moriello. That drive wouldn't pan out, but the Cougars defense starts making some plays. Justin Frucione strips Morales, and that's John Pruse falling on the loose football. But Colts Neck would come away empty on a 4th down conversion. Howell goes back on offense. Morales going downfield. He throws across his body. And this is Justin Kaufman coming up with the INT. Colts Neck takes over in Rebels territory. Another 4th down for Colts Neck in the red zone. Joey Lombardo to the air. Nassim Brantley with the INT. So Colts Neck comes away empty once again. Now, Mr. Brantley is someone we're going to see a lot on offense here over the middle. Look at Nassim Brantley go. Division I prospect. He's showing it right here. Brantley with a big play here, takes it down to the 40-yard line. After a penalty on the Howell sideline, push Howell back. Here's Eddie Morales on the deep ball, but he's on the move, and get ready for the spinorama. Oh, man, that was awesome. 56 yards. You'll see that on Top Plays on Sunday on Jersey Sports Zone. Eddie Morales giving us a dazzling highlight. That put Howell up 20-0. And let's catch our breath, because that Eddie Morales play was something else. Coach Luke Sinkhorn has done a marvelous job in building a winning program once again at Howell High School. He's also the assistant girls basketball coach of one of the best teams in America, the Manasquan Lady Warriors, but he's in football mode right now. Howell with a 34-6 win over Colts Neck. You see the numbers on Eddie Morales. 11-16 for 180 yards through the air, 9 carries for $153, and that touchdown is as pretty as you'll see in the state in week 1. Great victory for Howell, who has a big game next week when they take on Freehold Boro. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Keyport is being brought to you by BCB Bayshore, your community bank.
Thanks, Rich. After losing to Keyport in the state semifinals last season, Point Beach could not wait for this rematch. And after some adjustments in the second half, their offense was able to dominate on the ground. Point Beach taking on Keyport in this classic Shore Conference matchup. First game for both teams this season. After a hard-fought first quarter, the Garnett Goals would jump out to a 7-3 lead. Later in the second quarter, Sean Gold buries this 35-yard field goal to make it 10-3 Point Beach. Ensuing kickoff, Cameron Lightboard scoops up the squib kick, and he's thinking 6. Finally brought down and Keyport takes over in good field position. And that would set up this. Steve Trigg finds Ryan Owens in the end zone to tie it up at 10 going into halftime. Opening drive of the second act for Beach. Luke Frainham pitches it to the running back who's looking to pass. No, he keeps it, and the goals are on the move. Couple plays later, goal line. Chris Webber gets the ball and plows his way for 6. Little grass never hurt anyone. Goals lead 17-10 in the third. Next Keyport possession. It's Webber again, and he gets some on defense with this 2-yard loss. With the third winding down, the Red Raiders need to get something going, and Cameron Lightmore once again makes a huge run to put his team in the red zone. Start of the fourth. Keyport looking to punch it in from the 5, but there's a fumble, and Point Beach recovers. So close. After that, Chris Webber hits the middle to get his teams back off the wall with this monster run. And when you need points, you have to call your boy who you can trust. Chris Webber with another one. He pretty much lives on the field. Goals go up 24-10 as they continue to chew up the clock with their run game. After a costly penalty, Keyport would once again return to the red zone, but Point Beach isn't having it. 10 plays ran in this series when finally Steve Trigg takes it in for the 1-yard keep to make it 24-17 after the extra point. Red Raiders would go for the onside kick, but Beach recovers. Then a couple plays later, Sean Gold gets the ball and tears away for the end zone. The kicker, he makes it 31-17 with a minute remaining. It looks pretty much finished at this point. But don't tell that to Cameron Lightboard. He takes this one to the crib for 60 yards. Unfortunately, it was too late. That would do it, folks. 31-24 is your final. Point Beach starts the year off at 1-0. Great matchup. Look for the rematch. Afterwards, we caught up with the heroes and head coach John Wagner on what made the goals so unstoppable.
We had a real tough defense. Our offensive line really stepped up and played really well. Our backs are running really hard. Everyone just played well and played hard.
Oh, definitely our run game. Our line had a big game. A couple young kids stepped up. Basically just smacked him in the mouth all game, and it was can't let up those pass touchdowns and stuff though at the end, but overall we played pretty well. Got some things to clean up, but
basically I told him we don't have a lot of adjustments to make except within our heads and within our hearts. We got to keep playing hard, battle through the cramps with the soft field today. Both teams were cramping up a bit. Battle through that, but get your head in the game. We can't be jumping off sides. We run the ball twice real well. And then we jump off sides or something. Now we're throwing the ball. We don't want to make up yardage. We want to take what we get and stay with it.
Point Beach will take on Bishop R next week. For Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Neri Rodriguez.
Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Holmdel is being brought to you by BCB Bayshore, your community bank. 2 1-0 teams going head-to-head in Tinton Falls. Holmdel paying a visit to Monmouth Regional. Scoreless in the first quarter, 3rd and 14. Deshaun Porter rolls out, and he finds Devin Johnson for 35 yards. Monmouth Regional with a 7-0 lead at the end of 1. Holmdel would get on the board in the second. This is Alex Unansky from 25 yards out. It's good to go. At the half, we've got a 7-3 ball game. In the third quarter, Holmdel recovers the onside kick to open the half, and then Jeff DeSico looking to get Holmdel into the lead, but he fumbles. Anthony Guarino at the bottom of the pile comes up with a loose football. A big turnover by the Monmouth Regional defense. And now Porter goes to the air. It's Eli Wright. That's a great job of concentration into Holmdel territory. Later in the third, this is Porter looking. On 3rd down, move the chains. 1st and goal, Monmouth at the 5-yard line. But the Holmdel defense comes up big. Mac Byrne with a big swipe right there. He drags down Porter. Johnny Christian recovers. And hey, Holmdel's all fired up. It's 7-3. The defense comes through. We move to the fourth quarter. Ian Fitzgerald looking to give Monmouth a 2-score lead. Did he get in? Johnny O'Byrne kept that from breaking the plane. So it's now 4th and goal from the 1. We got a bad snap. And Johnny Christian with his 2nd fumble recovery of the game. Holmdel down 7-3 in the fourth quarter. And Jeff DeSico was trying to make something happen. He goes up top, and check out Mac Byrne to the 26-yard line.
but Holmdel would not get into the paint. One more opportunity for the Hornets. Another turnover for Monmouth Regional. Dan Tampone with the fumble recovery. So Holmdel with good field position, down 4. DeSico on 4th and long. He rolls out, buys time. Look at this grab by O'Byrne. Big time. Holmdel thinks they have a first down, but hold everything. There's a flag on the field. Holding wipes out that first down conversion. And it's 4th and a country mile for Holmdel. The Hornets in desperation mode. DeSico's pass is broken up there by Eli Rife. Good job on defense by Monmouth Regional. And the Falcons are able to deliver the knockout punch thanks to Ian Fitzgerald. The direct snap, he is gone. 44 yards for Ian Fitzgerald. And the Monmouth Regional Falcons are now 2-0 on the season. As you saw those highlights, an entertaining ball game, a chance for both teams to shine on both sides of the ball, but it's Monmouth Regional with a 14-3 win. Johnson had that 35-yard touchdown catch. Fitzgerald with the 44-yard touchdown run. You saw multiple looks in that backfield for Monmouth Regional with Fitzgerald doing more of the running and a direct snap. You had Porter, so athletic, throwing the ball around. Congratulations to Monmouth Regional. They matched last year's win total with a home win over Holmdel. Let's head over to the Mid-State 38 Conference where Courtney DuPont has the battle between Immaculata and Plainfield.
The Plainfield Cardinals took on the Immaculata Spartans during their home opener, and the game was a defensive battle. The Immaculata offense started off slow, however you'll see here Zachary Halise nails this kick and makes it 3-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Suddenly, the Immaculata offense starts to get the ball moving. Here comes Nathan Burnett with the throw to number 87, Stephen Dwyer, for a 19-yard touchdown pass. That makes it 9-0 Spartans. All right, gonna go for the extra point. But wait, Plainfield, don't feel too bad because they fooled me too. They get their 2-point conversion to number 86, DiPietro, to make it 11-0 Immaculata. Now here comes that Immaculata defense completely suffocating the Plainfield offense. First we got number 28, Matt McGuire, finishing off an incomplete pass with a monster hit. And then right after that we have number 58, Matt Lynch, breaking through the Plainfield O-line for a sack and a loss of 2 yards. Immaculata with the ball back. Once again, they're on the 6-yard line, and Barnett throws up a pass to number 3, Noah Stansberry. After a good extra point, it's 18-0 Spartans. 6 minutes left in the game, and the Spartans have not missed a beat during this drive. Nathan Burnett decides, hey, I'm going to take this one myself, goes 29 yards for a touchdown, making it 24-0 Spartans. A minute later, the Cardinals get the ball, and the throw is up, but it is intercepted by number 23, Joshua Irving. Second stringers would come in to relieve the Spartan starters, and Immaculata would go on to win 24-0. After the game, I caught up with the QB and wide receiver duo, Nathan Barnett and Stephen Dwyer, to discuss Immaculata's win.
I think we were feeling pretty good after a good win. We came out first half a little slow. Then coach made some adjustments in halftime, and then we came out firing. And we just knew the whole time we were going to win the game. And this is just an everyday thing. Defense always comes out, and they always go hard every rep, every snap. So it's just good competition all the way around.
Yeah, defense had a good game. They were just helping us out on offense, getting the ball back.
Stephen Dwyer, me and him had chemistry ever since last year, and I just knew that once they put that little kid on him, I'm just going to go up top to Stephen Dwyer. I know he's going to come down with it.
Well, Nate just gave me a little look, and then I knew I was getting the ball. Just do our job. Knee's a little sore, but ice it and then get back at it.
I felt pretty good. It was a great job on my line. They came through. It was a trap hot call. My left guard came through, just killed the guy, and I was like, I'm gone.
And gone he was. Next week, Immaculata will take on Summit once again away, while Plainfield prepares for Union. Reporting from Plainfield, New Jersey, I'm Courtney DuPont, and you're watching Jersey Sports Zone.
I'm SNJ Today's Mike Frankel for JerseySportsZone.com, where the St. Joseph Wildcats look to get back to championship form after seeing their 7-year state championship streak come to an end last season. The Wildcats squaring off against Mainland to begin the 2017 campaign. The Mustangs moving the ball on the opening drive of the game. Kobe Roberts picks up a first down for Mainland. The Stangs can't cash in with any points, though. It looks like the Wildcats will cash in on this play. Quasine Townsell with a big gain for St. Joe, but Tyquan Campbell knocks the ball loose from behind, and C.J. Brown dives on it for Mainland. Still in the first, Jada Byers gets the call on the ground for the Wildcats. The super sophomore goes around the left side of the line, down the far sideline, and in for the touchdown. 7-0 St. Joe after 1. Then Townsell bounces back in the second quarter. Quasine Townsell punching it in to extend the Wildcats' lead. It's now 14-0. And then later in the second, it's Townsell with his second score of the day. 20-0 at the half, 40-0 the final as St. Joe blanks Mainland. The Wildcats now head to Absecon for a showdown with Holy Spirit on Friday night. The Mustangs will host Middle Township. Paulsboro with plenty of swagger to begin the 2017 season, and why not? The Red Raiders are, of course, the defending South Jersey Group 1 champs, opening on the road at Woodbury. Paulsboro wasting no time in the first quarter. Deron Holloway punches it into the end zone from 2 yards out, and the Red Raiders strike first. Later in the first, Holloway showing off that blazing speed on the swing pass from Colin McCarthy. Deron Holloway at midfield, Holloway slicing across the field and all the way in for a touchdown. The play goes 76 yards, 12-zip Paulsboro. Santino Marina forces a fumble for the Red Raiders on defense. Then Marina cashes in with a touchdown catch on offense. Marina hauls in the pass from McCarthy, and it's 20-0 after 1 quarter of play. Paulsboro up by 26 in the fourth now, and Tahir Dowd puts the finishing touches on this one. Dowd hits pay dirt from 24 yards out, and the Red Raiders rough up the herd. 32-0 the final. Holloway finishing with 208 total yards and 2 touchdowns. McCarthy 128 yards passing and 2 scores. Paulsboro now gears up for Glassboro on Friday night. I'm Mike Frankel for JerseySportsZone.com.
Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of South River is brought to you by Campesino Restaurant. Let's wrap things up in the Greater Middlesex Conference Blue Division. Spotswood taking on South River. Spotswood, the 3-time defending champs in the Blue Division. But the Rams make a statement early. This is Michael DeSantis to Travis Thomas. And get ready for a big game for Travis Thomas. And then it's Trenton Belitsky who scampers his way across the goal line for the first score of the day. Belitsky is in the zone. Great surge there. The extra point blocked by Salim Narula. So it's 6-0 South River in the first. The Chargers answer in the second. Shea Abato takes the handoff, breaks upfield, jukes a tackler. He's in the zone, 28 yards. Spotswood takes a 7-6 lead. But then the dynamic duo of DeSantis and Thomas take over. This is awesome. Go and get it. Travis Thomas for 65 yards. The first of 3 touchdown catches on the day. The Rams go for 2. And DeSantis finds a wide open Thomas in the back of the end zone to make it 14-7 South River. And they weren't done there. How about 58 yards? Thomas just leaves him in the dust. He has got some afterburners. At the half, 21-7 South River. Third quarter, it's DeSantis and Thomas again. 33 yards, 28-7. Meanwhile, Spotswood trying to get something going on offense. Eddie Lopez incomplete. So Spotswood's got to give the ball back. And on 4th down, on the punt, Travis Thomas can do it on special teams as well. Oh my. Travis Thomas, have yourself a day. He's going to the house. 73 yards. So let's recap. 3 touchdown catches, 73-yard punt return, an interception, and a 2-point conversion. My goodness. That was one heck of a game for Travis Thomas. 34-7 is your final. Michael DeSantis also had some impressive numbers, throwing for 281 yards and 4 touchdowns. And a special thanks to Campesino Restaurant in South River for sponsoring our Rams coverage all year long. If you're a South River fan and you enjoyed these highlights, head over to Campesino, grab a great meal, and say thanks for being a part of the Jersey Sports Zone family. South River opens up on the road with an impressive 34-7 win.
So that's 22 more games of high-definition high school football highlights on JerseySportsZone.com. We will go through every one of them and pick out the best of the best. We ask you to come back to JerseySportsZone.com on Sunday and cast your vote for the top play captured by our cameras across the state. The winner of that poll will receive an invite to our statewide football banquet in December. In addition, our team at Jersey Sports Zone looks at the best performances. Going through every box score, we will have nominees for 4 game balls from around the state. Myself, Alex Lorenzo, Courtney DuPont, and Neri Rodriguez will all have our nominees. And if you win that poll, we'll be on our way to practice to present you with one of our Jersey Sports Zone game balls. Thanks so much to our great team for bringing you this awesome action from Week 1 in New Jersey high school football. I'm Rich Krampanis. We'll see you next weekend with more high school football right here on JerseySportsZone.com. Want to see highlights and features from your favorite school? Jersey Sports Zone is entirely supported by our great sponsors. Email marketing@JerseySportsZone.com to get your business in front of our loyal audience and highlights from your hometown.